My name is Tina Parzial, and I'm one of the owners of Fable.
My name is Evan Seid, and I'm also one of the owners of Fable.
Before we opened up the brick and mortar that we're in right now, we had a little kind of roaming company called 3236 Tin Avenue. We started off being kind of like a pop-up market type of company. We had an Etsy shop, and in that we just had the things that we make, which are the candles, bath salts, and other kind of like body oils, body products that are herbal based. And then also really beautiful antique jewelry. So we brought all of those things here when we opened up the brick and mortar here at Fable. The name Fable came from our joint love of stories and storytelling, the power that stories have to both shape and craft our understanding of the world. It felt like a fitting name because we wanted to also bring in the magic and mystery of stories here.
The reason why we don't use 3236 Tin Avenue anymore is because when we were finally hunting for a brick and mortar shop, we thought that having that name would really confuse the Postal Service.
And just guests in general.
Yeah, having an address as your name and then having an address for your address. So we're like, we had to brainstorm and think of a better idea.
Yeah.
We started our business for a load of reasons. I was thinking of a concept like this a long time ago in college, about a place for everyone to kind of coexist and collaborate on making the community a better place through many different jobs and the unfortunate circumstances of COVID. We kind of put our brains together and created what you see now as Fable. And it's constantly evolving and changing to become more of what the dream was.
We always wanted to have a place that we could kind of curate and create and welcome in folks from the community, makers, creators, and because there's so many coffee shops and we love tea, and tea in its tradition is a communal act, this idea of making tea and sharing tea. We thought tea house would be a great idea. We chose to open Fable in Southington. This just happens to be the place where we found a usable space and a really awesome landlord who would let us do all the crazy and cool things that we were able to do. Really what we were looking for is a community that had a nice walkable sidewalk, a lot of local owned small businesses, and a place where folks would be open to and interested in creating community the way we wanted to.
We decide the products in the store mostly based off on the good ethics of the company, making sure that they're as local as possible. We keep everything in the States except for 2 brands that we carry. Those 2 brands are all ethically sourced and created materials too. We really want to support the smaller folks and help them rise above.
We spent a lot of time researching and looking into the companies, and also just to be transparent, we choose things that we would like.
It's a lot easier to sell and recommend something that you would use yourself.
Yeah.
The most unique thing about Fable is the way it makes people feel and the way that it draws people in. And I think also the way it activates people's memories. We get a lot of really beautiful stories that people share, and that feels special.
It's like the store, I really tried to own in a feeling of comfort throughout all generations. And it was actually kind of challenging to figure out each generation and what makes them feel comfortable. So I'm slowly but surely figuring it out and putting the pieces together, but it's definitely a moving, breathing organism.
In January of 2023, we opened up the Underworld, which is a cocktail lounge.
It was in the making since we opened up the tea house, but lots of work trying to get the paperwork through the state and the town, of course. And then we spent a great deal of time not putting artificial ingredients in our drinks, staying away from food colorings and additives and pretty much anything that says artificial on bottle. So you're ingesting something that's pure, organic, or as organic as we possibly could get. Fruit juices and liquors from around the world. And yeah, it's just been a lot of fun trying to find little companies all over the States and what their missions are and trying to pull them in to collaborate on just like a fun cocktail. But you know it's for a good cause, and it's also helping a little company in Arkansas or whatever with their product.
We get to work together to kind of build what we imagine. So if we can dream it and we can do it, then we do it.
When I had the chance to like completely start my own business and be the co-owner of something I create, it was just like very magical that I could like create something and run with it and not have like someone standing over you going like, I want it to be that way. You can just do it whatever way and change that way whenever you want.
Our future goals for the shop are a lot. Yeah. We'll always continue to want to prioritize small businesses and local artisans, things that we feel good standing behind. But we do want to open up additional locations, and eventually
I'd like to start a nonprofit that's like Fable, but very much more for the people and like community based, where you could come in and just hang out and read all day. It's like a fusion between this shop and like a library. There'll be like posts on the walls of like people that could help you out, or you could put posts up to be like, these are my talents, that kind of thing.
And along with that, we currently offer workshops that are admission based, so people have to pay. So along with the nonprofit, it'd be nice to offer free workshops, free classes for people to learn things, to connect, and to deepen their knowledge about a certain topic.